Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Upstart Goblin, guys. This quarter century secret rare from Bonanza is going bonkers. Extreme price moves happening right under people's nose, and no one's paying attention to this. No one's looking at this. No one's like, oh yeah, Upstart's like, you know, the end-all be-all for the current meta and advanced format right now. Not really. But again, now in Yu-Gi-Oh, we don't just have boomer formats, but we have Genesis format as well. Now we have multiple formats creating demand for some of these older cards that got reprinted, or in this case, printed in this QCSR max rarity version. And of course, it can get a Starlight down the road. That's the disclaimer when we each and every time we talk about quarter centuries. But hey, for now, it's the max rarity, and people are coming in triple digis, $115. The card hasn't stopped going up. It said we were at 80 bones. We wish. Again, 115s, you have a playset, then another one at that same price, then 130 bones, and then 140 150s, and then 2 hundos, and then Gonzo. One page only, 7 listings only. Yes, you still have 3 playsets in the markets, but now all at triple digis. Every time we talked about this card, we said, guys, we expect this card eventually to hit triple digis. It's just a matter of time. And here we are, this QCSR from Bonanza. Now Bonanza is, again, is a rarity collection 3, guys, and we have 4 rarity collections. It's been out for what, over a year now? It should have been, I mean, I get it's been so many rarity collections. Yeah, Bonanza, man, crazy to see you know, this card at these prices. And yeah, it just has too much relevance, like in boomer formats, Genesis format, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, even in modern. I mean, there's people playing this in Sky Strikers right now. But yeah, the whole point is, you guys know more than me, is that this card's demand has gone you know, into oblivion. Just everyone coming in, honing in on this max rarity version. The card looks great, and hopefully you picked it up when it was cheaper, because now it's at triple digis. You know, now you're paying a premium if you're picking up this card, and if you have it, you have a triple digi card's worth. So now it's time to take that addiction to the brown and flip it to the green, because damn, triple digis, 115s, that's wild, boys. And we have Arch Nemesis Protos from Bonanza. Again, QCSR. This card was $6, 650s. No one really cared about it. The card before that was 13s, and now little by little it's creeping on up. Volume has been coming in with the largest volume candle in the last 90 days, just coming in at around $7. And yeah, right now we're at 8s. You have a couple of one-ups, and it goes to almost $10, and then right back up to the previous all-time highs. If we clean this up janitor style, look, 29 listings right here. You have a couple of one-ups, 4-ups at 850s, but after that, it goes back up to the previous 3-month highs right here, guys. And the all-time highs for this card, I mean, if it would go back a year, look at that. In the last year, this card, 16s was the highs, and then 13s, and then it crashed down, back down to the scene of the crime, lower than the scene of the crime right here. And yeah, now it's little by little, it's starting, you know, it's uptrend on the 1-month chart. Ever since the top, Anaheim has just been, you know, going up and up and up, because this is a card that, yes, a lot of people are claiming, you know, it needs to get hit, it needs to be banned, and this and that and the third. But at the same time, we just got a ban list, man. We literally, essentially just got a ban list. So our next true ban list is probably early next year, unless, of course, they could do an e-ban list. But when was the last time that happened? You feel me? I think they're going to let this play out. I don't think they're going to do an e-ban list for this and a couple other cards that a lot of people are clamoring to get hit. So in the meantime, this card should have another you know, good 3 months worth of a lifespan. And from now until 3 months later, yeah, I mean, this card is not going to find the meta. It's not going to be the end all be all. But at the same time, you know, it can continue going up, not just break the double digit mark, but actually revisit the previous highs of not just 13s, but maybe even 16s. So keep it in mind if you're playing this card. You know, $8 is not bad, single digits, or maybe as an investment, because it can 2x from here. There's another quarter century secret rare from Bonanza to keep on your radar, guys. Link in the description down below. You want to come over here, fast track these cards, or if you're going to purchase any of these cards, you can see that most of these cards are making moves towards the downside. Of course, you have the upstarts and a couple other, you know, buyouts that are going on, but You know, you also have a lot of cards that have been crashing down. So, you know, you definitely want to check these out and fast track as we cover those here. Make sure you participate in our free giveaway. Link in the description down below. Come over here, follow these instructions, and then you'll be able to participate in our free giveaway right there. Make sure you guys don't miss out. And then we have the course right here on our way to 100 people actually coming in here and educating themselves for free. Make sure you take advantage of the free Market Watch course right here. Don't miss out. And guys, we have Discord X free $15 off for you guys over there on Whatnot. There you go. And make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way, and we'll gladly appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. And none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. So again, yesterday we talked about Rarity Collection 2. Now we're talking about Bonanza. A lot of people were like, yeah, Jay, man, cover the quarter centuries, man. Some of these are making moves, some of these boomer cards, this and that and the third. So we're going to be covering this today. And then tomorrow we're going to be covering Stampede. All right. So again, this is the Rarity Collection weekend. And then next weekend I'll do Rarity 1, and then probably some secret rares from Rarity 2. And just the weekends I want to start treating them, at least for the, you know, for now, like to revisit these Rarity collections, because these reprint sets now, they're all together getting harder to get, and there's a lot of value, not just like in the best selling, the high end, but just the intricacies, you know, like the small moves and the secrets and the penny stocks. And we're going to be covering this a bit more here on the channel because I believe there's amazing value here. So again, Bonanza boxes, look, 187s, they've never stopped going up. But like we always say, guys, and then this is especially with Yu-Gi-Oh, because if it would be with Pokemon or some of the other TCGs is a bit different, but especially with Yu-Gi-Oh, guys, this is what we always say. A lot of people ask, yo, should I invest in sealed? Should I do this? Should I do that? And a lot of people only consider, when it comes to sealed, just the price. Literally, the price. All they consider is this. Yeah, man, just buy sealed because, you know, the boxes were 90s and now they're 180s and I'm up 2x. First of all, you had to wait a year to see a 2x move, which it's not that bad. I mean, still good in the sense that if you could 2x your money, especially, you know, from 90 to 180s in a year, I mean, that shouldn't be your goal, you know, because that means the more boxes you bought, the more, you know, you took advantage of that, you know, pretty safe 2x, right? It's sealed. People still love Bonanza, a lot of value inside, right? This and that and the third. That's the easy way out. Everyone focuses on that. It's like, okay, yeah, we get it. It's going to go up. It's sealed. Okay. But what most people don't talk about when they talk about sealed, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh, is just the decline of volume, guys. You had the initial rush, then you have more candles, and then, you know, large volume candles here. Again, they're large, right? You have this initial, you know, just rush, what we call, you know, the early days, the early weeks, the early months, right? And then after that, like volume, it becomes essentially non-existent, guys. It becomes essentially non-existent. If you guys can see here, just no one cares about these boxes the more they go up in price. It's like the less people want to buy it because it becomes unaffordable for many. Like people just decide to put whatever money they were going to put into a box into the set and just get the singles they need, which is smart, by the way. But this is what you call non-existent volume, guys. Look at this. Look at this. There's days, like many days, that there's no sales on these, like none whatsoever. So, you know, the key word is liquidity. There's none. It's not liquid. There's no people buying and selling and moving and changing the price and going up and going down and easy to sell. And so if you own these boxes, sure, you have value, sure. I'm not talking about you and your boxes because you have a way out and a way to sell the box. You know, I'm talking about for everyone else out here that owns this box that is trying to move it. It'll be close to impossible. Like, there's just no one buying this. And that's a factor. No one's buying this. Oh yeah, but it's 180, 190s and it has value. Yeah, value that no one really cares about. Not what's inside, singles wise, but sealed. To try and gamble, to try and see. Here's the evidence, man. And again, I just took this moment because there's always a lot of people, should I buy sealed? But it always goes up and it's a safe investment and this and that. People never talk about how easy or hard it is to move what's going up in price in your case, in the case of sealed. This has always been my thought process. Does that mean you can't make money with sealed Yu-Gi-Oh? Of course you can. If you're a store, You know, if you have a way out, if you have people that are always interested in this type of product sealed and you have a way to move it, then, you know, that's the exception, right? The outlier, and it happens, right? But we're talking about the masses. We're talking about Billy Bob at home. You know, if I would come in here and bought this at 90s, right now I'm up 2x a year later, I'm like, nice. And I'm stuck with this box that no one really is buying right now. That's the gist of it. So keep it in mind. Same is going to apply for tomorrow's Stampede box, most likely. And then for the other rarity collections, just the higher it goes in price when it comes for sealed Yu-Gi-Oh cards, sealed Yu-Gi-Oh products, the less liquid it becomes. You can see the volume dwindle. It's yeah, I mean, right now 187, you have a couple one-ofs, the walls are at 195. Essentially these boxes are $200. $200, but look at these sales. Look at these sales, man, compared to past sales. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hundreds and hundreds of sales, and then little by little, just 50s, 40s, 30s, 30s, and then boom. Look at that. Just single digits, guys. Like, for a box like this, you know, of course, you're going to have people like probably stores wanting to get exposure, you know, hold on for the long term. But this ain't crazy. It's not like, yo, everyone's rushing into these like when they first came out. Clearly based on the chart, volume chart right there. There you go. Then we have Machina gear frame. This QCSR, every time we talk about it, it just keeps going up and up and up and up. Jay, but I don't care about boomer cards. I'm just an advanced format guy, and I don't even care about this, and I don't care about that. And then, yeah, I mean, we got to care about making money, though. Because this card was 16s. We always talked about this card. Then recently it was 35s, which was pretty high, and now it's 43s. 7 listings only, single-digit listings, a couple one-ups, then it hits 45s, then 60s at the bottom of the page. Just crazy. So hopefully you picked it up when it was cheap. If not, you're going to have to pay a premium. If you do have it, then you have all this extra money on hand, on board. So, yeah, the card is just great. Great Eddie Edison card, guys. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? So, not too much to say about this one other than the fact that it continues going up in price. The chart hasn't even updated as of yet. Just crazy price discovery mode for this card happening right now. Then we have Machina Fortress. I think this could be the next one, you know, because usually they're in tandem, they're related, you know what I mean? Yeah, Fortress right here. Ever since it came out, the trend is your friend until the end. Higher highs and higher lows. Beautiful uptrend. Card at one point was 10, 11 bucks, which is crazy. Excuse me, guys. And now it says it's at 25, 26s. And yeah, 22 listings. You have a couple of one-off deals here at around 23s. And after that, it goes to 26, 27s, which would be a technical all-time high at the bottom of the page heading into page 2. So keep it in mind. You know, this card, volume is coming in, demand is coming in. It's iconic in Eddie Edison format. And Machina gear frames already making moves. What do they surge? Usually is this, if I'm not mistaken. So again, keep it in mind. 23 bones. Don't let this hit a 30 piece and then a 40 piece and beyond. If you really need it, make sure you avoid, you know, what happened to gear frame, happened to this. I mean, it's already up in price, up 2x from the lows, clean 2x. Don't let it, you know, continue being up more and more before you decide to pull the trigger if this is a card that you feel like playing or that you need. We have Kai as the Shadow Monarch. Guys, right now, this is the one of the best-selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Bonanza. Literally, you can come in here to the price, and you can come here and click the yearly, and you know it's actually at all-time lows right now. Literally, it just broke this pivot, which is not a good sign, but it's still, when I click best-selling here on TCG Player, this card was like second place. So again, this is Kaya's 21 listings. You have a couple one-ofs, and the card is 70s. Just keep that in mind. A lot of people here, oh, all-time low, 656 bucks is readily available, it's cheap, this and that and the third, and then after a couple one-off listings, it hits 60s, and then very quickly 70s and beyond. This is a card that it could 2x from here. There's people in Eddie Edison format, yeah, they're going to prefer the OG OTs and other versions and other this and other that. We understand. But you need to understand that there's people out there that Eddie Edison players that are maybe newer, they decided to play Edison format, and they need 3 of these. You know, there's the Frog Monarchs, and there's, you know, other decks that play like triple of these, 2 to 3s. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? So card is broken. Don't sleep on it. You know, right now, no better time literally to buy this card it is in a downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. But eventually I believe this trend will flip, even though it's taken a year to do so, as people just continue coming in and getting this beautiful card. Because we already saw the platinum secret rares start making moves, last time we covered Bonanza. So I believe this one's next. And again, today we're just focusing on the quarter century secret rares. But again, throughout these couple of weekends, I want to start revisiting these rarity collections more in depth. Like, one weekend is the best-selling cards overall, then another weekend is quarter centuries, and then we go to the plats, and then we go to the, there's just so much going on right now in the space when it comes to Bonanza, so much value in some of these cards. So there you go. Then we have Polymerization B Hero Art. Don't forget, this is a hero card that used to be, if you come over here to the yearly, it used to be 15 bucks. We talked about it here near the lows in the $15-16 range, and now it's just uptrending right here. Uptrending. Card that says it's 22s, but really we're 25s, 19 listings only. You have a couple of 1s and 2-ofs, then it hits a 30 piece with shipping right here. 2 pages only. Guys, hero support coming later this year. Just don't sleep on this card. There's going to be a lot of people rushing in, a lot of hero players. I need to, this one, specifically this one. Yes, you have the budget options. It had the full rarity treatment, which is great. The PCRs, the PURs, Autumn Ps, and Autumn Rs. But the quarter century secret rare, hero players don't play. And if they're playing polys, they're going to want to see their hero monsters on the poly card. So it's a beautiful alternate art. Excuse me, guys. Beautiful alternate art. The contrast with the blue and the greenish blue and the orangey red and the poly in the background. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Right now it's up from 15 to 25. It's up 10 bucks. Don't let it be up another 10 bucks or beyond before you decide to pull the trigger if this is the card that you feel like you need for your hero deck. Then we have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Again, this quarter century secret rare. Yes, we have a bunch of Blue Eyes out there in existence, and even multiple quarter century secret rare Blue Eyes, right? We understand. But this one from Bonanza is the only Blue Eyes that came inside Bonanza, because Stampede had, the 4th art, the 5th art, the 6th art, etc. But in Bonanza, it's just this one. And honestly, this is not like the tablet art or anything like that. It's pretty cool artwork, so it's been stabilizing here. It says at 160, between 160 and 170s essentially. And that's where we're at. We're at 160 bucks, 23 listings. And it does go to 170s at the bottom of the page. You have a couple 1s and 2-ofs. So, at this stage and age, a year out, this card, it's not liquid right now. There's some days where there's 0 sales. That means that not a lot of people are coming in to buy it. It got to the phase where it's just literally strictly a collector's card. It's a collector's card. There's, shout out to Spade, and I always mention him because he's a Blue Eyes collector. There's a lot of people out there. They need to have at least one of every Blue Eyes in existence. And that's when you see it right here. That's when you see it right here, just holding. Like, no one's cracking open these boxes anymore. It's just stabilizing. And I think in the future, this card could be up 40 bucks and it could be up $200 and beyond. Just off scarcity, just off collectability. So just one that I wanted to highlight right there. We have DD Warrior Lady. Again, this is the value of revisiting past sets. Like, no one's looking at this card. No one knows that DD Warrior Lady, was 12 bucks and now is up 2x. Literally, DD Warrior Lady right now is up 2x. What a massive W pattern. I'm not even going to draw it because that is just clear as day. Beautiful with the higher low. And we just broke the pivot. Nah, I need to draw it, man. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Guys, look at this beautiful chart. Wow, let's draw some lines. First, you have the first bottom, right? Look at that. Ooh, man, beautiful. At second bottom, right here, let's draw the line straight. Put it right here. Beautiful, 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 man. And then we have the pivot. You feel me? We have the pivot right here. We're going to draw it right there, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we have bottom number 1. Bottom number 2. We have pivot high number 1. All right, and now we're going to probably form a pivot high number 2, right? So again, as we can see here, we can also draw this W, right? Beautiful W pattern right here with with a higher low. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful chart action, boys. Support and resistance, floor and ceilings. The people that took the free course, you guys know what I'm referring to. And as we can see, the key is that we broke the pivot right here. This is the key, boys. This is the key right here. We broke the pivot with this move. This move is a confirmed move now. Again, it's not that when a move is confirmed that it plays out 100% of the time, but once a move is confirmed, is more likely to have continuation rather than like crash back down and reverse the move. So, you know, higher than a 50% chance essentially. So yeah, guys, as we can see here, it's just beautiful chart work. Beautiful. Stair stepping its way up, W-shaped double bottom recovery, broke the pivot high, which usually confirms the move, and easy peasy. Easy peasy. DD Warrior Lady has one of the healthiest charts in Yu-Gi-Oh. Excuse me, guys, healthy. 7 listings only, single digits. Card is 25 bucks. People sleeping on the lady right here, iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card. And yeah, I mean, if you have this card, you have $25 to your name that you probably didn't have because no one's paying attention to Bonanza anymore. And the Warrior Lady is making moves, making plays. Then we have Swappy Frog. This card is too cheap. QCSR, it's too cheap. Look at that. This card right here is at all-time lows. Literally at all-time lows. Let's keep drawing on the charts because men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie, guys. Look at that. You can see it as clear as day. This was the key resistance level right here, right there. We could move this a tad bit lower right there. I mean, you could draw it like this. So yeah, this was the support level. Sorry, it was the support. And then also you can draw this line here, downtrending. All right, connect the dots here. That's what we're playing, connect 4. And you know, lower highs and it wasn't really like lower lows, just this is a falling wedge pattern, guys. So again, it was just in here, and then boom, it made its decision right here once it broke the previous support. And usually something to learn, you know, that I don't think that I mentioned in my free course, but I will in a future course, is that usually the 3rd time is the charm. You know, again, you touch support once, touch support twice, and then on the thrice move here, touching support right there, it just breaks towards the downside, guys. Breaks towards a new all-time low. Literally, support and resistance, guys. Beautiful, beautiful chart action. Just marvelous. Marvelous how it works. Marvelous. So now what do? If you're a smart buyer, a smart investor, a smart Yu-Gi-Oh player that wants Swap Frog, you're going to buy this zone right here. Literally. Man, these tools, right, boys? You're going to buy this zone right here. You're going to buy however low it goes. It could just reverse from here, or if it goes down here first and then reverses, you're going to buy this zone because you're buying the all-time lows. You're buying after the move broke towards the downside. You're buying the lack of interest. You're buying the disrespect for such an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card like Swappy Frog, guys. So again, card is at 7-8 bones. Anything single digits should age very, very well for this card right here. Couple 1s and 2s, and it does hit 9s, you know, towards the bottom of the page. 5 pages, 49 listings, so it's readily available. Hey, based on the chart, you can take action. I believe, again, single digits. This card, 25 bucks for a playset. Not bad, not bad. It's Swap Frog. It's always a matter of time before a card like this cycles back into the meta. The card is that good, so definitely one to keep on your radar. We have Giant Trinade. This card was 16 bucks. No one's like, who cares about Giant Trinade, right? And look, card says 19, 20 bucks. The previous highs 22s. We're at all-time highs. We're gone. 4 listings only. Couple of 1s and 2s, and then it's a 50 piece. Wings from Wingstop right there. 50 piece. Up 2x. If you buy this copy right now, you're gonna be up 2x after a couple of listings. Wild buyout coming in here for this card. Yeah, I mean, it's just making higher lows and higher highs. An uptrend, guys. It's that simple. It's that simple. I mean, there's really not much else I could say, boys. We have Cold Wave, another one. Card was 9 bucks, single digits. No one cared about it. Went up to 20 piece. McNuggies for Mickey D's. And now that's where it's at. 15 listings. You have a couple 1-ofs here, a playset there at 19s. Then it starts heading towards 25s at the bottom of the page, 2 pages only. So most of these cards have just continued going up. They stabilize, and then eventually they have their next move up, guys. So don't sleep on Cold Wave. If it's a card that you want, you know, anything under 20s would be great before eventually the card hits a 25 piece, maybe even a 30 piece. Down the line, we have Destiny Hero Malicious, and this card, I mean, it's too cheap in my humble opinion. Wow, it was stabilizing here, guys. Look at that. Just keep drawing charts today, boys, because it's key. Like the charts, it tells us everything we need to know. Look at that. I won't last too long on this one, but look, you can clearly see the support there, right there. Beautiful support. And then you can see here, I mean, the resistance right there in this channel. You know, of course, you can connect the more like a wedge, but the more points you connect, the better. So we were just ranging here, ranging, and then boom. Obviously, that we said, it made his decision. When? It's crazy. Look at that. We said the third time is a charm. You know, there was 2 touch points here, but we can consider this, they were close together, you know, as 1, 2, 3, boom. Third time is a charm right here, just crashing down. And once it does what? It enters falling knife mode because it just broke the support level. You cannot make this stuff up, man. Like charting is insane. It works in crypto with golds, you know, commodities, and it works with you know, stocks and just anything, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh, it's insane. And these are naked charts, by the way. Like, you don't want to see me and my charting skills in like a trading view, you know, like in the actual platform. TCG players slacking, man. Like they should have like, they should do like a, I don't know, is it called API? I'm not a technical guy, you know, like implement like trading view charts in here for Yu-Gi-Oh assets. Yu-Gi-Oh card, brah, that'd be insane. But you know, malicious is around 13 bucks, guys. And yeah, then this is too cheap. This was $20. Again, like based on the charts that we just discussed, it was 20 bucks. And I thought that was cheap for malicious, played, you know, in Eddie Edison format and different formats. And in modern, I think it's at 3s, and heroes are getting support soon. Yeah, make this stuff up, man. The card decides to crash now. That's great. If you need this card, you know, pick it up at 13s. Anything under 15 should age well. You know, 49 listings. Just don't sleep on this card. Card is too good, man. Card is too good. It's flash crashing here now to brand new all-time lows. And what do? We buy the lows. We buy the panic. We buy the fear. It'll probably consolidate here, you know, pretty soon. And you're going to take advantage of that. We have Elemental Hero, Stratos, another hero card. Card has been hovering around 60 since the card came out, it feels. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's been just hovering between 50 and 70 bucks. And, you know, it's off the $72 all-time high. Now retracing back down to the mean. So if you wanted to buy this, no better time to get it than now. Because an iconic quarter-century secret rare like this that already has a Starlight, already has the OT, you know, unless it gets some random alternate art in the future, you know, those high-end versions and prints have been covered. So you don't need to worry about that when it comes to this specific card. Then we have Dolce Salon, QCSR. Again, card was $1.25, going up to $2.75. And now, look, I'm not going to draw it because I've been drawing too much today, guys. But look, you can clearly see that we're forming that W-shaped retracement back down to the mean eventual recovery, guys. So yeah, this card is $2. And yeah, there's a lot of one-ups. Just hard to get. 54 listings. By the way, shout out to Saki. Pooped on me in our Genesis match. It was rough. It was rough, boys. But yeah, Salon, man. I have a couple of these. Why? Because my Dolce cards always become money. Like randomly. They just keep going up and up and up throughout time. And then you come back one day and there's, well, we used to be $1 card is 5s, and then I'm up 5x because the game is that easy. And then we move on to the next play. We have Quick Draw Synchron. Don't forget Synchro support around the corner. So again, this card was what? $7 at one point, and now it says we're at 15s, giving people that clean 2x move. And yeah, 27 listings. You have a couple of 1s and 2s. And yeah, the card, if you need a play set, just get it at now, like at around, can't even talk, at around $50 right here. Don't let this go up to 20s, 25s and beyond. You know, a lot of synchro hype going on right now, so don't sleep on Quick Draw Synchron, one of the cards that no one's really paying attention to. So right now it's at all-time highs, just consolidating here before potentially its next move. So you want to buy now. Of course, you're buying at a 2x premium from the lows. This card can 2x and be a 30p, so you know you can save yourself from the future premiums if you get exposure. Now we have Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks. You know, we saw that the OGs were making moves. Don't forget about the babies, man. Don't forget about the babies. You know, this is 10, 11 bucks. Don't let this become a 20-piece McNuggies up 2x. Like, if you really need it, just get these. Get, you know, your babies, get the OGs, get whatever Dragon Ruler cards you need. Don't take these for granted. People forgot about these babies that came out in Bonanza. And then one day, they're 20s and beyond. Oh, man, this and that and the third. Just pick it up. If you need it, pick it up right now. Make sure you don't slack. Now we have Triple T's, Triple Tact Express. I mean, is the alternate art? I think it has the potential of getting a Starlight inside the structure deck, which is insane. So now the quarter century has been crashing down. And yeah, I mean, if that's the case, it's not looking good for this card. You know, it is 45s, quickly goes back up to 50s at the bottom of the page. But now if it has its alternate art Starlight Rare counterpart, of course, that one, it'll probably still be scarce and hard to get though. So it probably maintains a high price. If that's the case, I don't see this crashing too hard, you know, for the higher end quarter century secret rare. But, you know, hopefully if you need it, you can see it at 40s, maybe in the high 30s pretty soon. Maybe even $100 for a playset wouldn't be bad for the quarter century if you want this specific version. But, you know, it did come out in Bonanza. I wanted to just briefly talk about it. You know, I'm here and, excuse me, just give you guys that information so that you can stay informed. Then we have branded opening. This card, again, it's a branded card. Card was $5. And this thing is getting ready to explode. You have the booty shaped double bottom, guys, up here. When that pattern happens up here, is insane. Usually it happens down, you know, near bottoms, but I mean, patterns and patterns. And if you see them, it's crazy, guys. So if you need branded opening, $20, 16 listings, you come in now. Quickly goes to 25, 29s, 30s, and beyond, 2 pages only. Listen to my voice. If you need this card, branded is getting the new structure deck. People are gonna go crazy. Don't let this $20 card become a 40 piece on you. Don't let it 2x. Don't let these wings from Wingstop get you. You know what I mean? You come in here, you don't want to see this card at a 40 to 50 piece. And if it reaches 50 bones, it's gonna give people a 10x move from the $5 lows. Crazy. Do as you must. Then we have Heavy Storm. This card, we all thought it would come back to 1. Fortunately, it didn't. It left a lot of people holding the bag at $88, and then people just, when they saw it wasn't on the list, they decided to move the card, causing this flash crash. It says down to 78s. We wish 69 right there, $70, and that's just a one-off deal. Then, you know, you have one at the low 70s, and then it does go back up to 80s and then beyond. 2 pages only, so 13 listings. It's not a card that is like, and you know, readily available, but now you do have the one-off deals here. Like if you always wanted it and 87 pushing 90s was too expensive, at around $70, I think this will be, you know, near the lows here for this card. And you know, you never know, maybe it does come off the list in the future. So just if you've always wanted this, if you want your one of, if you're playing it in that Edison format, then $70, you know, one of those two right here would be the perfect entry price before eventually it goes into the high 70s, around the $80 mark. We have Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. This card actually seeing meta relevance, meta play, but it's around, you know, $85. Interesting. So supplies coming in, does head towards 94s at the bottom of the page, 22 listings. So what? Yeah, man, this is very, very interesting. I want to check Platinum Secret as well for this one. So as we can see, yeah, like these are retracing like hard. Look, $8. The card was oh, okay, this one. So again, I just wanted to just very quickly show the contrast and the comparison, where, you know, Platinum Seekers are going up, where after a couple of one-ofs, literally it's double digits again, while you have the quarter century Seeker Rare actually retracing from the highs. You know, chart hasn't updated, we retrace from the highs, you know, back down to close to this pivot point essentially. So yeah, I mean, if you want or need engages, you're playing it, you know, $85 is not bad. You know, this card could be up $15 in a heartbeat, up to triple digits. Is the most iconic Sky Striker card and the best Sky Striker card ever printed. Then we have Mirror Force, it's $53. Card was 75s, literally curving into consolidation at around 50s. That's good. 12 listings. You know, if you need it, you get it now. Because remember, the card was 30s, went from 30s to 75s, and now retracing back down to the mean to 50s. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be the higher low moment right here, and you want to buy that. You want to buy that. Volume has been consistent. So if you want your Mirror Force, keep in mind after a couple one-ofs, literally goes to 75s, and then the hundos. This is all in page one. All in page one. You have a couple of ones and two-ofs, and the card goes from $50 at 2x's at the bottom of the page. Literally crazy. So 12 listings only. Listings are low, super scarce. If you need this card right now, like, just pick it up. Literally pick it up at $50. You could be up 2x in the future. This could be like the next Upstart, and then you're gonna be like, wow, that was a great move, man. Then we have Sky Striker Mobilize Linkage. This card was you know, $116 recently, and then crashing down. Wow, 29 listings all the way down to 88 bones, and there's a lot of listings here at around 88s. And yeah, eventually it does hit 98s, you know, to triple digits heading into page 2. But 29 listings, the card is crashing down right now. So if you ever wanted it, 88s is much better than 115s, guys. So do your due diligence to get exposure to this card. Then we have Dandelion. We used to talk about this card at single digits when no one cared about it. And now this card that used to be $9, recently was 14, 15 bucks, is at all-time highs, guys. You have a couple, I'm sorry, my bad. You have one at 20s. Core TCG has been providing a lot of deals lately this past week. 10 listings here. You have one at 20. That's going to be gobbled up. And it's 45 bones. Chart hasn't even updated. Quickly goes to a 50 piece at the bottom of the page. Wild. About to give people that 5x move, guys. Insanity for the Dandelion. So what do? With a case like this, get them plats. Damn, these plats are 2s, 3s. Crazy. These cards used to be like shekels, bro. When they came out, 50 cents. Now they're pretty much up 6x, and you don't see a lot of volume here, guys. Hey, people coming for them dandies, man. Plant don't play, man. Wow. Insane. We have Allure of Darkness. This card is too cheap, literally consolidating. It was 20s, now it came down to 16s, and now it's consolidating sideways. So if you ever needed this card, 44 listings, 16 bucks. Have a couple one-ofs, and then it goes back up to 18s, and then page 2 probably to a 20 piece. So if you need this card, just buy the consolidation. You're buying the all-time lows, literally. You know, it's been on a downtrend, lower highs and lower lows, so that's good. Now you're buying, you know, the second low here. Consolidation, literal sideways, means that, you know, there's a lack of interest. People forgot about Allure. So if you always wanted a quarter century secret rare, 16s, can't get any better than that. Is not bad for the long term. We have Sky Striker Ace Shizuku, alternate art. Card, we go to the yearly, used to be $60. Wow, crashed down 50%. And now, you know, you have one here at 32. I'm sorry, 2 copies at 32s. Then it quickly goes to mid 30s, and then a 40 piece at the bottom of the page. So keep it in mind, listings are not that many in the market. So if you need and wanted always this alternate art you felt was too expensive in the past, like, just come in here, pick these up at 32s, do yourself a favor, because I think this is a low right here. Came all the way back down to the scene of the crime, but I think it's a low as it gets more scarce and Sky Striker players keep getting exposure to this card. We have Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Don't forget about this card. There's a lot of, you know, Rose Dragon support lately, and the card used to be 18 bucks and now crashing back down to 750s, guys. So, you know, again, 36 listings, anything at single digits is a good pickup. Yeah, you have a lot of walls and supply right now. This card can hit double digits again. You know, it's just off the Rose Dragon support. You don't know if they ever get more support in the future. Not to say that they have to, but if they do, this card would probably 2x. So just a Bonanza QCSR to keep on your radar. We have Destiny Draw. This card used to be $3, and then it spiked up to 6s, giving people the 2x, and now it's consolidating up here, guys. Consolidating up here at around $6. You know, that 2x from the lows, but then quickly goes up to $9-10 bucks at the bottom of the page, giving people that 3x off the lows. 16 listings. Don't sleep on it. If you need this card, no better time to get exposure than now before it eventually hits double digits. Then we have Shrink. This card, you know, the price hasn't shrunk. It actually has accelerated towards the upside. It was 277s. Now it's like 5 and some change, guys. Literally, guys. Wow. 39 listings. Even cards like these that people like, who cares? Shrink. This, I like the artwork, man. Artwork is really cool. Yeah, man, this is a $5 card now. If you had it at 2s and some change, you're essentially up close to 2x. So just wanted to highlight this one for you guys. Then we have Zombie Master. Like, there's just some cards that you look at them, you're like, yeah, they're undervalued. They're undervalued. There's a quarter century secret rare Zombie Master, $5 is undervalued. Card was $4 or $5. So now chart hasn't updated. Excuse me, guys, but we basically came down to the scene of the crime. Literally. The price before the parabolic move was literally, you can see it there. Let me click on it to take the mouse away. It was right there, right there, right there. Look, $5. That's $5 right there before the parabolic spike. And we're back at $5. Literally back all the way down to the scene of the crime. Try hasn't updated. Wow. And the card went to 861s, but there was people paying 15s for this. There was people paying double digits, I remember, for this card at one point. And now it's done 3x off the literal highs right here, guys. So, I mean, this is just undervalued to me. And yes, there's a lot of supply, don't get me wrong. But this Zombie Master, it's iconic, as you know, one of the most important zombie cards out there, like for any version throughout any format. Zombie Master, $5. It's a penny stone QCSR, man. Scrap Dragon, same deal. Card is actually played in one of the boomer formats. It was 1150s. Now Flash crashing, this at 6s, but we're at 5s. We're at $5. This card is down over 50%, 35 listings. So if you want the quarter century secret rare at 5s, not bad at all for, you know, an OG card played in one of the boomer formats. And you're buying the 50% discount, half off. Can't make this stuff up. We have Dragon Maid Hospitality. Card 3 months ago was $23. Now it says 15s, $11, 32 listings. You have playsets at 14s, so there's actually various listings at under $15. So if you're a Dragon Maid player, you love the artwork, you love the lore, you pick it up. Pick it up, you know, $11, even 14s. It's an alternate art. And yes, it has been crashing down, but it was pretty high not too long ago. And, you know, at least you're buying the retracement back down to the main, and you didn't buy those highs. Then we have Card Trooper. This card, V-shape recovering, it says off 1141s. Now it's $14. Quickly goes to 15s, and then a 20 piece at the bottom of the page. So 16 listings only. So if you need Card Trooper and you want, you know, the well, I need to draw this one. It's crazy. Crazy. Just look at it. My bad, even lost my thought of process. Why? Because lines. These lines work more times than not. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at that. Resistance now turned into support. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm going to keep it simple. Just beautiful. Look at that. Previous pivot high. We went parabolic, made a high, and then beautiful retracement back down to the mean, and then curving back. It's just beautiful. Respecting the previous level. You cannot make this stuff up. It's just crazy. I mean, when I first started learning about charting, if you're 40 minutes in, this is how I reacted. I was like, no way these lines work. No way. No way. So usually once you rebound off the support, you're going to have the next move up, and that move is going to probably take it, you know, to the previous high. The previous high, literally take it to the previous high, which was $16. Just beautiful. Beautiful chart work. My bad. I sometimes I just delve into, you know, like go. It's crazy, man. Charts. Don't pay attention to your boy, man. Guys, we expect this card to be a 20 piece to all-time highs. You can see the curvature here off the halfway down move, literally halfway down, retracement back down to the mean. You can't make this stuff. I need to move on. My bad, boys. We have Dimension Fusion. This card is $12. I mean, the card at one point was 11s, went up to 15s. Now it's back down to 11s, 12s. And yeah, I mean, this card could be money in the future. 33 listings as it gets harder and harder to get from Bananas. Just wanted to highlight this one. Keep it in mind. It's an OG card. People play them at 3s and what is this? Is it Reasoning Gate? I think. Just keep it in mind for Go format. Don't let this card be a 20 piece on you. We have Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. This card used to be $15 when it came out. Insane. That's what the initial rush does to you sometimes. And then it's never looked back. It says 683s and we're at 650s, guys. At all-time lows, guys. Down 2.5x from the highs. Just wow. 32 listings. Poor 6 Samurais, man. Shout out to my guy Tyler. He never got his gateway back. That's unfortunate. And also the price of this one is unfortunate. Just truly sad. Then we have Dark End Dragon. QCSR with 17 18s and now crashing down to 15s, but really is a $14 card. I look at a card like this and it's too cheap, man. 28 listings. I just look at it and it's like, should be a 20 piece and beyond. It's Dark End Dragon. It's like card overall is still hard to get. It's crazy that this card is not 20 piece and beyond. We have Nemesis Corridor, you know, towards the end of the market watch. If you stayed through, I like providing you guys deal, and this is a penny stock deal. You know, at $2, the card used to be at 1.450s, pushing 5s. Now you have a couple listings here. Place it at 2s. That's a deal. One of you guys just snipe that up. That's a deal and steal for you guys, because this card is a matter of time before it sees play. The card is just too good, and it's a Thunder card, and they use this to bring out Thunder Colossus. So Thunder Dragon Colossus, just keep it in mind. Don't sleep on it. And lastly, Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack. You know, the card was 678. It got a Prismatic Secret Rare reprint recently. You know, now it's crashing down to 359s. That's too cheap. Of course, just in one-off deals. you know, then the card hits the mid 4s. But anything under 5s for this one, I think it ages well. You know, if it doesn't get like any additional prints anytime soon, I think this one ages well. Actually, is it used in half format, I think, if I'm not mistaken? So just keep this card in mind. You know, at under 5s, it's just too cheap, in my humble opinion. Yeah, penny stonks, man. I love it, man. Penny stonk quarter century secret rares. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this bonanza review here, just quarter century secret rares. Again, yeah, we understand they, you know, they could get starlights at some points, things of that nature. Disclaimer, just something to keep in mind, but who knows if and when. That could be, you know, later on down the road. So if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. We gladly appreciate it. Share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It would really go a long way. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.